Welcome to the 2019 Las Vegas Challenge and our preview of the Infinite Disc Course, or as we call it, Course Infinite. We're going to go over hole by hole and also going to point out all the changes that have happened since last year. Hole 1 is a 273-foot par 3. Big change here is unfortunately we've lost the guardian tree that protected the basket. With that said, we've moved the basket back and made this all about controlling your distance. Get up and over those sand traps because those play as hazards. Should be a fairly open and easy hole. Hole 2 has a new tee pad for this year. We've tucked it amongst the trees to make a tunnel shot coming out. Once you get out of the tunnel, it's pretty wide open. You don't want to hyzer out or flip over into any of these trees, be faced with a tough upshot, and definitely don't go long. That's where the OB is. Hole 3 is your first par 4 of the day, 621 feet. It's downhill, followed by a slight uphill, which makes it very attackable for a big arm. Danger here is hyzering out over this cart path on the left-hand side. If you do that, no matter where you go out of bounds, you go to a drop zone. Again, lay it out in this open area, pitch up for your birdie, but we did see several eagles on this hole last year. Hole 4 is a 390-foot par 3 that plays downhill. Once you get past these first two trees and over the hill, you'll see the OB green. That's not the danger. The danger here is picking too much disc and going past the cart path, which is OB. Hole 5 is an uphill 360-foot par 3 with two gaps right off the tee. Choose either gap to attack this basket. The only dangers are the sand trap on the left and the trees on the right. This one should be a birdie. Hole 6 is the infamous Triple Island hole. Par 4, only 294 feet, but only the grass areas you see are in bounds. Play smart here. Island hop your way to a par, or you can end up like the select few who ended up in double digits on this hole last year. Good luck. You'll need it here. Hole 7, a downhill 363-foot par 3. Fairly wide open tee shot with a wide open basket. The main danger here is not putting too much on it and going OB to the right. There is a cart path there, about 60 feet away from the basket. You'll end up with a long look to save par. This one is a must get. Hole 8 has a new pin position this year. This 555-foot par 4 has been made more difficult by bringing that pin closer to the water. A good play is throw your opening drive just short of the water and the green, and then control your upshot. Don't go too far though, the OB does stretch behind the basket. Hole 9 has been redesigned this year. Last year was a par 3. This year, it's been added about 150 feet and places a 627-foot par 4. You want to get your opening drive out to about this area, which will give you a good shot at a birdie. The danger here is the grass is OB, so you're playing to a peninsula green. At 381 feet, hole 10's par 3 is one of the more difficult on the course. 381 feet is within most pros' range, however, the basket is very treacherous. It sits behind a sand trap, so do you go for it or do you lay up? Even if you lay up, you're not guaranteed an easy par, as behind the basket slopes away downhill. This one is a bonus birdie. Hole 11 is a 500-foot par 4 that's wide open off the drive. Want to get your drive out here just short of these trees, which will give you a good shot into the basket. Again, lots of danger here. The fence line to the left, water to the right, and again, don't go too far. There's a cart path there. Cart path and beyond, OB. Hole 12 is a 375-foot par 3 that's fairly wide open. The danger here is all the guardian trees that are just across the cart path. A smart play is to keep it low, skip across the cart path, which is in bounds on this hole. Get a look at a birdie. Anything across the cart path, you'll be putting. Hole 13 is a 249-foot par 3 that has the tightest landing area of any hole on the course. Surrounded by 3 sand traps, a green, and some water, you need pinpoint accuracy on this hole. Oh, but don't worry about the water. That plays as casual. Hole 14 on Course Infinite is a 453-foot par 3 that has seen a basket change this year. We've shortened the hole by about 30 feet, which will enable you to see the basket off the tee pad. The main danger is the green, which is OB. Either lay up with a mid-range or go at it with a distance driver. It's your choice. Risk reward. No change to hole 15 this year. This par 3 comes in at 345 feet. Main danger off the tree is nipping one of these small trees. Get it up and over and slide into these willows where the basket sits. It does sit on the crest of a hill, so rollaways are possible. Hole 16 also has a new pin position this year. We brought the basket off of the top of the hill. It sits on a platform. So the smart play here is to throw out a fairway driver or mid-range, hit at the base of the hill, and slide up for an easy birdie. Again, this is a must-get. Hole 17 also has a new pin position this year. This 328-foot par 3 is well within most players' range. It's got open hyzer lines on either side, left hand or right hand. You need to get up over these trees and hit the gaps to give yourself a good look at birdie. Your final hole on the Infinite course is a 405-foot uphill par 3. Again, uphill plays a lot longer than 405 feet. Danger here is you don't want to be short behind this guardian tree. Swing it out to the open area here where the TDs are spelling out LVC, and you'll have a good putt at a birdie. Don't go too long, don't go too short. Fairly straightforward hole to finish with. We hope you enjoyed this preview of the Infinite Disc course at the 2019 Las Vegas Challenge. We'll see you soon.